But our final cruise is with the Norwegian Cruise Line on board the Norwegian Gem. It's an amazing cruise. It's going to take you to Niagara Falls. It's going to take you around to New York, of course, and the Caribbean. But let's talk about Norwegian Cruise Line as a company. So I really like them.
They're really good. And again, this is the kind of cruise company that is very laid back, very relaxed. This is not where you're going to see lots of people in tuxedos going around having formal nights. It is all about freestyle cruising. It's all about doing things at your time, eating when you want. It's all open sitting, going and seeing a variety of different shows at different times, and going relaxing. If you maybe work all week in the city, or you wear a suit for work every day, and you don't want to dress up for your holiday, this is definitely for you. There's always loads to do on board as well.
We should say, you know, if you want to dress up, that's not a problem whatsoever.
Absolutely,
but
yeah,
it's just not expected, is it?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's really beautiful. I mean, we're not talking about a nudist colony here. You know, people are going to be wearing clothes. It's just, you know, there's no kind of pressure.
And I just like the fact that you can just go to, you know, the vast majority of the restaurants at any time. It's still waiter service, but you can just choose your table.
And a great variety, Sean. You know, you've got French bistro, steakhouses, sushi bars. You know, you've got the wonderful Chocoholics buffet, which is on every cruise, which is a great thing for you to go and do. Great shows, including Broadway and off-Broadway shows. Comedy from Second City, which is a big American comedy troupe. Lots of live music, lounge singers, great DJs on board as well. And this particular ship's quite new, launched in 2007, and again has been recently refurbished again. Had loads of extra stuff put into it.
I mean, that's amazing. You think 2007? It doesn't seem that long ago, but already been refurbished.
Already been refurbished. Already striving to bring it completely up to the mark.
Now, are you ready for this one? Because it's a biggie and it's fantastic, actually. Because we fly you to Toronto and you get to transfer to the Niagara Falls, and you get a 2-night stay there, don't you?
You really do, yeah. And that includes a free tour that we're giving you here, Journey Behind the Falls tour. That's included. But of course, Niagara. This is great muscular bands of water arching over the precipice like liquid glass, roaring into the void below. A vast plume of spray boils up from the cauldron, feathering into the air hundreds of metres above. There are dozens of taller waterfalls in the world, but in terms of sheer volume of water, this is unbeatable. More than 1 million bathtubs of water plummet over the edge every second. It's been a Saucy honeymoon destination ever since Napoleon's brother brought his bride here. And in fact, the downtown is like a little Las Vegas. Take a drive along the picturesque Niagara Parkway, marvel at the spring growth and the cherry blossom trees, or spend a day touring the Niagara Wine Trail and over 70 of the world's finest award-winning wineries. Look at that.
Again, that's on my wish list.
There are people that have been down that in a barrel, can you believe?
Now, a really, really exciting train journey. The AMTRAK train from the Niagara Falls to New York now.
That's right, yeah, a nice train journey which takes you across. AMTRAK is the big thing at the moment for exploring the States. Loads of things to do as you travel through New York State. It's only about a 4-hour journey. However, if you want, we can also do hire car for you as well. So if you prefer to drive, you prefer to do it independently and stop off when you want, you can do that. Once you get to New York, this is incredible. A 3-night stay here in a 4-star hand-picked hotel. The land, the country where 170 languages are spoken, in the city that never sleeps, where you can shop till you drop. The department stores are amazing. Art lovers will love the Guggenheim, the Whitney Museum of American Art. Movie fans can admire the views like Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan at the top of the Empire State Building, which is still the tallest building in New York. Nature lovers can amble around Central Park and see the ice rink, the pool and the zoo and strawberry fields. History lovers can go to Pier 40, where Titanic was scheduled to arrive, which is now a wonderful waterfront entertainment complex. Everyone want their photo taken at the iconic Times Square, where you can enjoy a slice of New York cheesecake or wonderful American pizza. And of course you can book from there the city bus tours or the boat tours to take you around, and more importantly, tickets for Broadway. And that lady there, you're going to see her on the way out, so you don't have to worry about seeing her. You have to worry about necessarily going over to Ellis Island if you haven't got time and you want to do other things, because as you sail out on the starboard side, the right hand side of the ship, as you face forward, you can actually wave to that lady, almost reach out and touch her as you head out on your cruise. It's an amazing city.
Now I've actually cruised out of New York myself, and it is a lovely experience, particularly when you're going somewhere hot. And remember, we're going to show in a few minutes' time how you're going to actually be cruising to the Caribbean. But make most of New York, you know, 3 nights there in a fabulous hotel. And Planet Cruise always choose their hotels very, very wise and carefully, don't they?
They do, Sean. They really, really do. And, you know, you're going to be right in the centre there, great access to all the main sites. And I would recommend, if you're new to New York for the first time, Big Apple Greeter.
Yes.
I'll mention it, Big Apple Greeter. Google Big Apple Greeter. It's a free tour from a New York resident. We've got people in their own building that I've recommended this to. Al Joe, who's one of the cooks, he did this and he absolutely loved it. And you get a free tour of a neighbourhood of your choice from a New York resident. And they'll meet you at the ship,
so
or they'll meet you at your hotel. Perfect.
But anyway, here comes the sun, because we're cruising out of New York and we're making our way to the Caribbean. Also, you will love this. 2 days at sea, and where first, and Keith?
Well, first is San Juan, Puerto Rico, the oldest city under the American flag. It vibrates to a lively salsa beat, a stunning natural setting with verdant peaks, tropical forests and gleaming white sand beaches, and rum tasting at Casa Bacardi, the home of that wonderful leisurely Bacardi. Then we're St Thomas, a stunning harbour filled with pleasure boats and encircled by emerald hills dotted with pastel houses. It was once the centre of a bustling pirate culture, with swashbuckling people such as Blackbeard and Sir Francis Drake trading out of here. It's the capital of the US Virgin Islands. It was named after the Queen of Denmark, Charlotte Amalie. Excellent duty-free markets make it one of the best places in the Caribbean to shop. Hit the water, piloting your own Zodiac or an underwater motor scooter. Ride the length of St Thomas on the Skyline Drive, giving you magnificent views. Or take the Paradise Point tramway to Paradise Point, where you can have a frozen daiquiri looking over incredible views.
You might be really lazy. When I was there, I just went to Magens Bay and just...
Magens Bay, one of the best, according to National Geographic, one of the best beaches in the world.
I spent the whole day just in the hot sea and then just lying on the beach and having a few beers. It was great. Where next, Keith?
Then Philipsburg, 2 flags ruling over this tiny island. It's you've got the duty-free paradise of the Dutch capital, Philipsburg, where you dock, or you can head over to Marigot, the French capital, for bistros, boutiques and more. Then you're heading over to Tortola. Oh, wow. One of my favourites, this. Ancient rainforests hogging the limelight. Beautiful botanical gardens vie for your attention. Opal white beaches like Apple Bay and Smuggler's Cove steal the show. You can head to Roadtown's pretty main street, where you'll find a medley of shops, museums and historical buildings. You can soak up the beauty of the Sage Mountain National Park, which should tell you enough. The British Virgin's highest point is an oasis of tropical vines, trees and plants. You can saddle up and explore it by horseback if you want to. Walk along a deserted beach. Pay a visit to Prospect Reef Resort and splash around with the dolphins that call this place home. I've done that, it's great. Or leave it all behind and head to the Virgin Gorda, which are just a cluster of sea pools that are just out of this world. They're a slice of Eden.
You will have the most amazing time there, you will. A couple of final days at sea, then back to New York, and of course all of your transfers and your flight back to the UK. It really is a trip of a lifetime. And what I love, it's all organised for you. You know, everything's been sorted out, all the transfers, all the hotels. You don't have to think about a thing, do you?
Absolutely, no, exactly. And when you get on board, you know, again, you can, or before you go, book these tours that can help you explore the islands, or go and do it independently. You can make a cruise whatever you want it to be. But
the price, we've got amazing prices today. You know, when you break that down for under £1,500, you've got your return flights, you've got 2 nights in your 4-star hotel in the Niagara Falls there, the AMTRAK train, 3 nights in New York, and the prices are starting at under £1,500. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, we want you to know that you are booking in confidence. Planet Cruise have got years of experience, almost a decade now, so all of their cruises and holidays are ATOL and APTA protected. They also always include transfers. A lot of other companies don't, you know. You know, the price maybe looks good to start with, but they add on lots of extras, not with Planet Cruise. Great hotels and flights with world-renowned airlines as well. And excursion-wise, again, we can save you a lot of money on these if you book them through Planet Cruise rather than the cruise ships themselves.